Hello everyone, welcome to my first impressions on Kamen Rider Saber. Before we start, I want to clarify that this isn't going to be a weekly recap for the entire series because, in my opinion, that would just become really boring for me, to be honest. And also, there are just plenty of other people who are already doing that in a really dope and awesome way, so I'd much rather just let them keep doing what they're doing. Instead, in this video, I just want to get some of my initial impressions out there while the first episode is airing. Also, thank you so much to Genom Corp for subbing this episode for us. I know everyone on Twitter was stressing out about who was going to sub this episode for the past couple of days, and it sucks that fan subbers have such an underappreciated job, yet they're just so crucial for the community to live on. So I just want to say thank you to them real quick because I just feel like they're not really appreciated as much as they should be. Anyways, the show opens in a CGI realm full of vibrant colors and personality. Typically, I don't care too much for CGI in my tokusatsu, as I feel it often takes away from the stunt actors' performances, and also because of the fact that it just doesn't look good most of the time. But I like it in shots like this because it's not taking away from any action on screen, and plus this world being shown to us isn't meant to look realistic, so it gets a pass. We also see this weirdo here, and I don't really have much to say about him. He doesn't really do too much, to be honest with you, besides narrate the episode, but that's my job in this video, so I'm not gonna let him do that. In the next scene, we see our main rider's sort of origin story. It seems as though he comes from this other dimension that we've been looking at, but he's actually been living on Earth for the majority of his life, unknowingly of his past. And this scene is also cool because it reveals to us that our main hero may not be the first person to become Kamen Rider Saber. It then cuts to the series' main rider. His name is Toma, and he's an aspiring writer and a bookstore owner who has a deep appreciation for childhood, like most good tokusatsu heroes do, to be honest. We then are introduced to the main rider's female companion for this season. All I really have to say about her is that she has a really tough act to follow after how much I really enjoyed Izu from Zero One. Toma has this line about the importance of promises, which leads me to believe that this is going to be a major theme in this show, kind of like how friendship was with Forze or the concept of hope was with Wizard, and I'm kind of excited to see how that pans out. After this, our main two characters head out of the shop and we see this neat little page-turning graphic representing them traveling through the dimensions due to a monster attack. There's also a few other instances of stuff like this happening, and in all honesty, I just find it to be super neat. The monster almost kills Toma, but he's saved by a Wonder Ride book that he's kept with him since he was a kid. This summons the Swor driver and leads to his first henshin sequence, which, unlike most Kamen Riders, Saber's transformation sequence sees the character transforming against a green screen background, more akin to something like Super Sentai. It's an odd choice, and I'm interested to see if they keep it throughout the entire season. We then get to see the suit in motion, and I really have to say that it's grown on me a lot. It looks phenomenal in action, and I really like it. But unfortunately, we don't get to see it too long, because you just remember earlier when I said that I really don't like CGI fight scenes in Toku? Yeah, like 10% of this feels like I'm watching a Let's Play instead of a Kamen Rider fight, to be honest. This fight scene really doesn't look good, and it's kind of a really bad first impression. After that, the monster grows all giant-sized, Sentai style, and during this sequence we get to hear Kamen Rider Saber's catchphrase for the first time. The ending of this story is mine to decide. That's a good one. It plays off the book motif while not being too corny or over the top. I really like it. He kills the monster and the characters go back to their own world, and we get to see this nice little montage where we can hear Kamen Rider Saber's theme song play in the background. I haven't listened to the full thing yet, so this is my first experience with it, and even though I can't play it for you for obvious reasons, just take my word for it in that I have to say I am already in love with it. It's just super upbeat and has a really nice ska-inspired ring to it in the same vein as O's theme. After this though, the secondary rider waltzes in on a poorly CGI'd blue tiger looking thing, and it kind of just ruins the vibe for me, to be honest. It then cuts to an outro dance, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is a first for Kamen Rider. I know early Heisei had outro themes, but never an all-out song and dance like this one. It almost doesn't feel like I'm watching a Kamen Rider while it's playing, to be honest, and it makes me question the motives behind doing this. Anyways, in terms of a pilot episode, I would give this like a 7 out of 10. It's not bad, but it really doesn't blow me out of the water. It doesn't leave me craving for more episodes like Build does. It just sort of leaves me content with what I already got. Although I probably will be checking out episode 2, I think the show's gonna be good. Hopefully. I don't know. Anyways, tell me what you thought about it, since I don't really have too many friends to talk about this show with. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!